signs in the earthquake and the signs in the heavenly bodies. These signs occurred precisely at the right time, immediately before the 1260-year tribulation came to an end, and just before the fulfillment of the prophecies concerning the fall of the papacy in 1798 and the beginning of the investigative judgment in 1844. So they occurred right in time. And finally, their intensity indicates that these signs were unusual. Once again, we find in the book Magnificent Disappointment, page 93, the following words by C. Mervyn Maxwell. As recently as 1980, the widely respected seismologist G.A. Ivey, in Chapter 11 of his Earthquakes, ranked the Lisbon earthquake as the largest shock ever, and reckoned that it may well have reached an almost incredible 9.0 on the Richter scale, 7 times stronger than the 1906 San Francisco earthquake. The dark day of May 19, 1780, has not been equaled in North America in the last 200 years that have since come and gone. The Leonid shower of November 13, 1833, gave birth to a new branch of astronomy. Like the Lisbon earthquake and the famous dark day, it too has not been matched in spite of the scientific expectations that it would be. So you'll notice that these signs are special because of their location, because of their order, because of their timing, and because of their intensity. Now, let's take a look at the scripture references of the signs. You know, there are several passages from Scripture that describe these signs. And so we need to take a look and see if there's a difference between the signs that lead up to the year 1844 and the signs that take place immediately after the tribulation as Jesus is about to come to the earth. We find signs in the heavenly bodies many times in Scripture. Revelation chapter 6, verses 12 and 13, that we'll read in a moment, tells us that the moon became like blood, not that it became dark. Remember that. The signs in Revelation 6, 12 and 13 are parallel to those in the In a moment, we're going to read all of these verses and put this together. Now, let's read Revelation chapter 6, verses 12 and 13, and examine these passages that deal with signs in the heavens as well as an earthquake to see if there's a difference between the signs that led up to 1844 and the signs that take place announcing the second coming of Christ. Revelation chapter 6, verses 12 and 13 states, I looked when he opened the sixth seal, and behold, there was a great